Welcome to season 1 of The Search, where we look for the internet's next viral sensation and give them $1 million. Gabriela, Aurora, congratulations. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to meet you too.
Tell me how you're feeling right now.
It's a mix of emotions. It was a lot of people on the search that was going for the prize, and we had like 4 different voting times. So I was so anxious the whole time. Just like, please vote on me. Please, you gotta vote on me.
Yeah. Has it been a fun process for you?
It has. It has been very fun. Also, sharing with my followers, they have all gone crazy with me. And it's so funny because I know that I have influence on people, but seeing that people care and would stop to put their email, to put a password, and to vote, that was crazy. It was like an experience that I hadn't had before.
That's awesome. How did you hear about the search? I'm curious.
I work for Peer Pop, and they post their things like, you do this and you get paid for that. And the search was in there for creators. And they were saying like you gotta post, but it was a little bit different because in the Peer Pop they were asking for you to post and invite creators to post too. And then when I saw in the search website, the Creator DAO, it was saying like, tell a little bit about yourself, and I was like, oh man, I didn't tell about myself. I was just like, come join.
Yeah. Okay, so but the question of tell us a little about yourself, I would like you to answer right here, right now, if you don't mind, Gabrielle.
I moved to the US when I was 15. I went to high school here. Then I went to college for chemistry. I wanted to be a dentist.
Wow.
I worked as a babysitter and I worked with a dentist. It didn't work. I figured out it was not for me, and I didn't want to do anything with chemistry. So I started on the internet less than 2 years ago. And I always thought that was impossible for you to go viral. I thought that you had to know someone that was big to make you big too. But I started and it started to work. And now in less than 2 years, I have 2.9 million followers. And to me, that's crazy.
Wow. And you're originally from Brazil, correct?
I am from Brazil.
Wow. What sparked the move to the United States?
We came not to live, we came to just stay for 6 months and go back on a tourist visa with my parents. But then when I got to the US, one of my friends, she was 15, I was 15. She was dating her uncle that was 46. And one of the days that I was in the car with her and with him, he got scared of me telling someone. So he threatened me, showing the gun and saying that he would kill me if I told someone. So I told my mom and got detectives involved, the police, and I had to go to court. Not me, but my dad had to go to court for me. Wow. And had to stay. And now we are in a U visa.
Wow. So this career creating content on the internet, what has it meant for you, your family? What opportunities have arisen from it?
It changed completely because we don't have money to pay for college, and college is very expensive. So I got scholarship and it was working out, but it got to a point that I wouldn't have scholarship anymore, and we kind of freaked out like, how are we gonna go from now on? And especially dental school is extremely expensive. And then I was like, I'm gonna try on the internet something that I have always wanted, but I always believed that I wouldn't be able to. So when I started to work, I remember the first time that I worked for a big brand, it was Netflix. I was like, oh my God, I'm working for Netflix. That's crazy. I can't believe they like actually saw something on me and things like that. And my family were all very happy, but my parents was like, does the internet really gonna be like a future? Because my parents are older, and older people's like, it's better if you go to college. And then I proved them that I can do it, and now they're like, oh my God, it actually works. So I kind of broke their mind about the internet.
Yeah. That's a fun thing when you get your first big opportunity like yours with Netflix, and it like
you're like, oh my God.
Yeah. And it's so encouraging and affirming of like, hey, maybe I am on the right track here. But
exactly, you start to think about it.
Yeah. So for those who haven't seen your content, Gabriela, can you describe it, what you do?
It's all about my life. I love to share it right now. I am trying to have a better diet because ate a lot of junk food. So I'm posting that. I'm posting the exercise that I'm doing. I post my relationship because my husband, David, he is American and he learned Portuguese because of me. We are together since we were 15 and we started to live together when we were 17 and married at 18 and now we are 23. So I share a lot of my life with him and people love to see us together because of the difference of culture. I think that's intriguing to some people. So I post a lot of me and my family and our day when I travel. I love to post when we travel and how much it is, things like that.
What is it about your content and your lifestyle that you think people are drawn to? What makes Gabriela so unique?
I think it's a mix of me living outside of my country. People get very into it, like you're living in a foreign place, in a different place. The other thing is my story. When I shared everything that I've gone through, people sympathize with me because of that. So that's something that I always wanted to create. I never wanted to create my name based on, like, let's say I teach chemistry and I became big at talking about chemistry. I didn't want people to follow me because of my content. I want people to follow me because they like me and they sympathize with me. So that's why my content is all about stories. I always tell stories about my life because
Mm.
I feel like I connect with my followers better. And even if tomorrow I post about going to the beach, they're still gonna like to see, enjoy to see because it's me. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah.
Like they love my content. I wanted to create this community where they like me and I like to share with them because I feel like we are best friends and a lot of them send me messages talking about their problems and I always like it's going away and I talk to them and I love that the community.
I think that's an important point you make where it's really not about what you're doing as much as it is how you're doing it and who you are while you're doing it.
It's
It's like,
about who you are
yeah,
exactly.
yeah, because that, I mean, you're not everybody's lucky enough to have millions of followers or millions of dollars or whatever, but we all have control over, who we are, and I think you being an example of that and your style is really something to admire. But you mentioned your audience. Describe your fan base for us if you don't mind.
It's very different. Like I would say that on TikTok, my following base is more 18 to 24. Like 50% of my audience is during that range. And I feel like they are very curious people. They love the different. They love to see me traveling to different places, my relationship. They love the gossip. And I feel like that on Instagram, they are more my audience is more old. They're more to the 35 and above. And I feel they are all people that want a better life and they're seeing me because they want to learn something from me, which I feel like TikTok people are following because they like me and it's for fun. And Instagram is more like, what can I get from you? You can teach me something. And that's why I'm following you. It's very different and it's very like interesting why it's different, you know?
Hmm.
That's what I feel from my audience. I'm more young one on TikTok that just enjoys seeing me, I don't know, cooking maybe. And Instagram, they're like, you can teach me something. What can you teach me?
So with this Creator DAO contest, the search, this $1 million investment, what are the companies, the businesses, the ideas that you would pursue with that $1 million?
Um, the first thing that I really wanted to do, and I talked to Michael about it, I said I wanted to create my image. I feel like there is already a lot of the same on creators. A lot of the same people just having a fancy life, having things that other people, normal people, are probably not gonna have. And what I wanted to create is my brand. And what I told Michael is the first thing I would do is pajamas. I would like to go everywhere. Let's say I go to Hawaii, I go to Las Vegas, wearing pajamas everywhere because that's different. That's people would be like, she's an influencer. What she's doing? Why she's wearing pajamas everywhere? So I wanted to make that became my brand, and then eventually a lot of people would end up buying because it would go viral just for the fact because it's so unusual. Like, who does that? And today, for you to grow out of the normal, you need to be different. You can't be more of the same because people already have a lot of the same. So it's like you're just gonna be another one. No, I want to be a different one. I don't want to be another one of that person. I want to be my person, but different. And
$1 million or not, what are you excited about in the next year?
of my life, I have plans. That's one thing I shared with you. One of my cat of some of the plans that I have. And I'm super excited because I have talked to some people like from Brazil that I see future, and especially I am applying to every reality show that I see because my dream is to go into a reality show. So I have some plans, especially with traveling and with influencers, because I know some influencers from Brazil that I want to get together in a house. So I do have some plans.
It's going to be an exciting year. You mentioned you like telling stories. Do you have a favorite home run story you could share with us today?
All my stories are kind of dramatic, but I do have one that went viral. And it's funny. On Christmas, we were out all at my house, and my mom had some of her friends come in, but only one of her friends got very, very drunk, and we were like, "Yeah, he's gonna cause problem," but we didn't know what kind of problem. So when everybody went home, my mom went to her room. My mom slept. And the next day, my mom went to her bathroom in her room, and she grabbed the handle to open the door, and something very wet, like, and dry at the same time went to her hand. When she saw, it looked like poop.
Oh no.
And then she went to smell. I was like, why did you smell it? She went to smell it. She was like, yeah, this is poop. And when she went around her bathroom, she saw that was like a pile of clothes with towel, and it was poop everywhere. Like, we believe that our friend that was very, very drunk got to my mom's room, and he pooped everywhere in her bathroom. And my mom had poop on her hands because she didn't see it. So she got on her hands, and that's how she noticed. It was, yeah.
No. Oh my! Who cleaned it up? Was it the friend better cleaned it up?
Dad, and my dad has a
Poor
very
guy.
serious gag problem. He was like almost throwing up the whole entire time
Yeah.
because my mom was like, I'm not cleaning that. So my dad went to clean. And it was so funny. I even recorded and posted on my social media.
Wow.
It was just too much.
All right, Gabriela, do you have any message to share with the Creator DAO community?
Thank you for the opportunity. I think it's amazing what you guys are doing. It's not about winning anymore. It's about like you seeing the community that you have created and how amazing it is. I'm pretty sure all the other followers, all the other creators, I got in contact with some of them, and I even tried to help them. I said, go vote on that person because I made friends with them and they were in different groups. So it was just amazing what you guys are doing. And I just hope the best for all of us. Who wins, who doesn't win. We are all very creative. That's why we are creators. And I saw a lot of potential in a lot of the other creators. So I was very happy and to make this friendship.
Well, regardless of what happens, Gabriela, we're excited for you. Keep telling your stories. You do have a message to share, and obviously you have a group of people who wants to hear it. So steward that well. We wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to see what happens next. So for those listening, watching, that want to learn more about Creator DAOs, the search will include information. But thank you very much for listening. That's all we got. Have a good one, Gabriela.
Thank you. Bye.